Do we have Eldrazi spawn tokens maybe?
Viewers of the channel will know my voice. For those of you who don't, my name is Admiral Vortex. I'll be the caster for next week, and I will be joined by my co-caster here. Michael, say hi to the people.
How's it going? I'm Michael and/or Volatile Rig, but that's a mouthful, so just VR or Rig is good. Yeah, I guess I'll give a small introduction.
Same here.
I'm sure you know all about, like, Rob and I met at the Harlem Spelling House. We've been playing Legacy for at least a year or something.
Last time was when you saw me.
I've only been playing Legacy for, I guess, 5, 6, 7 years? I don't know, something around there. I used to play
11, I think.
Bug Food Chain, but now I'm doing Painter. Mono Red Painter. So.
What you get.
Yeah, your food chain deck. Your food chain deck. What a name.
I know, right?
The deck was really fun.
It was really fun. It's just too slow now, though. I'm so bummed because I still love the mechanic, and I love how it messes people up. People do not know how to play against it. But I don't know. It gets run over by too many decks nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of decks have that problem, unfortunately.
Right.
But like, you're always 1 or 2 printings off from just being back in the meta, right?
Oh, you bet I'm ready. Like that thing was fully foiled. I am ready and waiting to bring it back into some sleeves.
Like, for example, it's been a few years since we've seen Eldrazi's around, and now we have Eldrazi's again.
I have not seen actually Eldrazi, straight up Eldrazi Stompy. Like my recollection of the way the deck worked was with the 2-mana 2/1 Eldrazi that copied another one. That was like the clear indication that they were on something extremely degenerately aggressive.
Yeah, the Eldrazi Mimic.
Yes,
and
Eldrazi Mimic.
I think the decks have mostly moved away from that, because a lot of the new Eldrazi are from Modern Horizons 3. There are still some old faces. I think Botnot Seer is just a timeless card.
Right.
Like the Titans are, of course, classics.
Just mold them, because basically.
I mean, you're telling me that Modern Horizons had a large shakeup for the Legacy format again?
No, I know, right? Who would have guessed?
Ooh, look at those cards. He's got some nice cardboard over there.
That's yeah. Speaking of Modern Horizons cards, we've seen a lot more of the Nomad's Encore as of recently.
Yeah, that's a card I haven't expected to see for a while, because I think that was like fully replaced by Shuko, right? And especially because Shuko can now be gotten from Urza's Saga.
Well, I mean, in Breakfast, it's been a bit of both.
I've had this a lot of times, and I play here on the stream the first time with the deck. The first
like Cephalid Breakfast had a bit of a resurgence,
semi-unplayable, and then the second was like this.
Initiative meta, when Mono 1 Initiative was a thing.
Wait.
You have both Breakfast and Painter really coming back into the foreground, and then Painter kind of stuck around. Breakfast kind of petered off again, and now it's coming back because of Nadu. Now, I'm not actually sure if Anton is playing Nadu.
I would be surprised if he's not, to be honest. Like, that card is so crazy. The first time someone described it to me, I'm like, oh yeah, you can get 2 cards, right? Two cards a turn. Sure, it's a quasi, divination. Like, wait, no, actually, it can put a land into play. Okay, so it's kind of like Uro. Wait, it's 2 times per creature? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. Really? I can then play 2 lands, cast a Stoneforge Mystic, then equip Shuko to that and get 2 more cards? Like, I was like, okay, this is kind of way over the top.
2 mana.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they're not even draws. That's the worst part. Like, if they were draws, then you could at least like go Bowmaster and get rid of the Nadu. But now, Bowmaster doesn't do anything.
Right. It's crazy how just a simple templating. I think it is a templating error. Like, we all kind of read Nadu and kind of like understood how it worked, but yeah, it's drastically different now. Oh, actually, we should probably talk about the game though. We got a Chalice on 1 from Mark, and then followed by Flooded Strand, and now turn 2. I guess we do have to commentate the match, right?
Yeah, that's maybe a good one. This is, I believe,
Eldrazi Linebreaker.
Intercombat.
Yes.
So
we'll bring up the Linebreaker in just a moment, but the important thing is it is a 3/3 Trampler that gives haste to an Eldrazi, as well as +X/+O for each Eldrazi you control. So it's a really fast clock.
Yeah.
I mean, really fast.
Yeah, that's gonna be 4. That's like straight up. If he starts shocking 4, 8, 12, 16, it's gonna be kind of crazy just within 3 turns. But he's already under a chalice too, so he can't be he can't be pondering and brainstorming to try and find an answer to that. We got a double fetch. What's gonna come out? I'm betting it's Stoneforge Mystic. I've seen a lot of Stoneforge Mystic because it's just a small package inside the Nadu Cephalid Breakfast, but maybe we got something else.
There from that you like?
That is a I don't know what that card is.
I don't have a clue either. Maybe that's a card art.
In accordance with your enablers, huh? The 0 mana redirect damage.
That looks like
your turn.
Yeah, I will not counter it.
Maybe one of the crew can bring it up, because.
Do we have deck lists also? I guess we will have deck lists for the full tournament, but I don't think we have them today.
Big guy in chat says it's
2 mana
two
Encore. Oh, okay. Now I just gotta look up Encore and see what that goes.
Let's see.
Shaman Encore.
Encore.
Oh, so it does the 2 mana 1/2, next 1 damage, redirects, yep, and then 1 and a white. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to target creature this turn, its damage is dealt to this creature instead.
Yep.
Right.
Wait, doesn't that do the same thing? Next time source.
No. One of them sends them away. The other sends them back.
Oh, okay, I got you. One pushes it away, one pulls back. Got it.
Okay, so I have never seen this card before, but since we're playing extra copies of an Encore effect, I assume we're gonna see Nadu.
Yeah.
Right. This is kind of or it's like deep tech against a Chalice on 1.
You're gonna go off. Anyway
Oh right.
I mean, I doubt it, honestly, but I think
I'm
it's
not
a
sure if that
possibility.
really
We do see the
automatically
Cephalid.
means you win. I haven't played against his
I mean,
deck
if
recently.
this is a Chalice consideration, that
guess I remove
that
one of
is
these.
next level.
It's
that is
removed.
incredibly 5-hat.
Only playing 2 mana combo pieces in order to play around Chalice altogether. Right, because
Also-
You're okay playing
Shuko
open
also
with
gets hit
those
by 1
cards?
on Chalice.
Also, very good point by Big Guy again. It dodges the Bowmasters because it's 2 toughness.
I'll go
Okay,
to
that's
combat,
rather relevant,
and then
actually.
I'll give him the haste and +2/+X.
Which
so that's
that makes a lot of
9
sense.
We're getting another thing, haste and 2/2/2.
That is a thought not seer for sure.
Oh my god, that's right. He was looking at his hand.
That is one of the few creatures I think that's still relevant in this deck. Like
Right.
one of the old Eldrazi.
Oh yes, the very first Eldrazi Stompy definitely threw as many thought
Yeah,
monsters as
so
possible.
Cephalid,
Yeah,
Illusionist.
it's just
Whenever
such a good
it
card.
becomes the target
Giving the cards over to read, how's this working, man? I know my entire deck, and then
And
Yeah, there's nothing
definitely going to
and
be
then
Dread
right
Return.
now.
okay.
right.
Can
There's
I
nothing
do
he
it
could have
in
done
trees?
against it because he showed 2 Cephalids in
I am
hand.
going to
So
do it in
even the
trees,
thought
right?
not seer exiling Cephalid
Yeah.
still
2,
kept 1.
3. I'm gonna change.
Now we're
Yeah.
gonna start milling. Looks like we got a Narcomoeba. So it's
Also,
like
let's take a moment and realize that this is turn 3 for both these players.
2, 3.
Like
you
it's
see what I
turn
mean?
3.
I cannot play Food Chain in this meta way too fast.
1, 2,
It's like
3.
this is an actual aggro deck. This
Right.
isn't just I play some big creatures and I kind
I
of
see
big
Nadu.
range.
Yeah, I just want to show
I see a Nadu in the graveyard. Guaranteed. Nadu spotted.
All right, that's good to know. Cabal therapy, no
Not
surprise
within-
there.
Oh yeah, because it's still your main phase. You did 3. Now you can do couple therapy if you want.
Yep,
I'm gonna
that's right.
set
Double
one of
therapy,
those.
which is
I'm gonna
pretty
ball
good.
therapy targeting you.
You have to be a little bit careful because you don't want enough creatures in play
And I am gonna name
to dread return
whatever
your
the fuck
Vessel's
you play.
Oracle.
Force of Will?
Correct.
I don't know.
Definitely need 3
You
minimum.
want
Depends on
change-
how many
you want
Narcomoebas
change
he plays. Does
targets?
this deck play 4
That's
Narcomoebas?
illogical.
I'm pulling up
No, I'm
YouTube.
gonna.
I think it's
Target you?
I
usually
understand,
3, but
Force of
I
Will
mean
is a
we've already
illogical,
seen some
I don't know,
shenanigans, so
what-
maybe
what
it's
is it-
4.
what is-
Like who knows?
Whatever
Right.
the Eldrazi stuff does to counter. It doesn't matter. I just want to see your hand.
Also, yeah, we have a turn 3 combo through Chalice on 1.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
after a turn 1, was it turn 1 or turn 2 that big
There
Eldrazi?
it is.
It was turn 2
That's
because
the
it
one
was
you
the
want,
yeah.
cavern came down as well.
Yeah, it was turn 1 Chalice on
What's
1,
that? What's
turn
that,
2 the Line Breaker, and
Time
then
Twister
turn
or
3
with-
No,
Thought
step
Not Seer.
Right.
Okay, I don't know that card yet, so.
Oh dear is right. I agree.
Wizard Cycling.
Okay, so we have also milled the Dread
This is
Return,
new or old?
main deck
And
order
Narcomoeba.
and as well.
Main deck Orange Chant. Exciting. This is going all in on the combo.
This I love this build. I think this is
because your deck's
this has got
empty.
legs.
You've got
Yeah, for
2
sure.
blue.
Also,
And,
somewhere in
but
between
nothing.
there, I saw Mark asking
okay.
about
That's how it
Step
goes.
Through. That's also a new addition. It has wizard cycling for 2 generic mana.
Oh yes, that was why.
That's
At
the one
first
I
time
wanted.
somebody uses
But
on me, they're
I
like
cannot
wizard
remember
cycling, and I'm
any
like,
card
I'm
names
sorry,
today,
wizard cycling?
Yeah.
Because I
Which-
think both the nomads are.
K commander.
No, the Nomad and the Shaman, neither of them are wizards. Nadu is a wizard. The Illusionist is
It
a
was the
wizard.
Cephalid Illusionist and Nadu are both wizards, and Fast Oracle.
No!
And the Thassa's Oracle, yeah,
Yes,
it is.
which is rather relevant because you could basically mill yourself and not have a way to bring back the Thassa's Oracle. But if you wizard cycle this, then mill yourself, then just cast it. That's the way out.
Yeah.
I'm really
Let's say there's
unsure
a Leyland
of how
Void
to
in play.
board against
Right,
them.
right.
Right. So yeah, that's a really cool tech. As well as just sometimes you have a game where you cut the 5 mana and just bounce some things and
Right, the
Dude,
backup
it
mode
is
of
this
just
one.
casting the spell for the mana cost in the top right.
yeah.
Is it this?
So
Like-
in the sideboard, what kind of things are we hoping to see from Eldrazi? I see 4 ley lines over there.
I really gotta play
Yeah,
more matches
the
against
like,
this,
some
so
kind
I
of
have
graveyard
some
hate is probably
options,
going to
I think,
be
that are
pretty good here because again Anton can play around it, but
Ooh, he's showing us Lavinia, showing us how spicy we're getting.
wait, I gotta look up Lavinia again because
That's the blue white for a 2/2. Each opponent. Ooh, we got a Boseiju as well. But black and white for 2/2. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with CMC greater than the number of lands that they control. So you can't use soul lands basically to cast things.
you can't use soul lands to cast non-creatures. So
non-creatures in particular.
So it slows down Chalice of the Void and it makes Colorselect's command a lot worse,
Sure.
but it doesn't actually stop the actual creatures coming at you. That's
Right.
kind of the thing.
Well, to be honest, again, since you're
it'd be
playing
such a
breakfast, you're not
fucking
necessarily
meanness.
looking to stop the creatures, but you just would want to get a turn or two of breathing room to get through there.
Yeah, true. I guess it gives you 1 turn against the Chalice, but I think you'd rather answer the Chalice then, right?
You don't necessarily have to answer the chalice as we just saw in this game 1. So
It's true. Sometimes you
it's-
just have it.
which it's still funny. I
you've
think
been
he
fine
literally just
in
pulled
that
in
hand, keeping
the
it
yeah.
fine.
So we saw a full on swap for the old Encore creatures for the 2 mana
Of course, better
1/2s,
to have
which is interesting.
Which was the
That's
one
how
that
fast
you
this
would
is
have
shifting around. I didn't see any of the regular Encores.
I think I saw 1 or 2, but I'm not sure on that.
So the game would have sort of been the same.
Yeah, I guess I'll be closer.
Yeah.
I guess-
Closer watching these again. We'll have the full list when the actual event goes
Oh.
live.
You're showing your cards that you're moving out and in then, right? To the
Yep.
stream, okay.
I'll try to.
Yeah, so I'm scaving off.
Ooh, he's showing us a handful
Is
of
this visible,
Eldrazi.
Marvin, to the stream?
Let's see. I think this is what's coming out. Some interaction as well as
Moving in,
2 copies of the Sowing Microspawn, which is
moving in
interesting.
this.
Right. Oh, it's just members. Oh, those weren't ley lines. Those are just members. Interesting.
Right. No, I like that. It kills Nadu as well.
I think he does want to bring in. He probably should have ley lines in there though. Like I think ley lines should be in the board. I feel like that would be a very crucial thing for a
Yeah, the
deck
Ghost
that
Legs
might face a
command is
graveyard.
instant
But
speed and it can
yeah,
if-
dismember.
move creatures.
I mean, that's assuming Mark has any kind
Can
of
exile
graveyard
something from your
interaction
graveyard, multiple
in the
cards.
sideboard, right?
It
That's
can
true. It
scry
could be
from
cheeky,
your
but
draw and
ooh,
create
Lavinia,
another swamp.
and we got, and I think I saw that was a
I think that's your main target.
Serenity.
Serenity. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Solemnity.
That's basically the
That's-
only interaction I think that's the only spell in my deck that's instant.
Yep, and yeah,
He's-
Days and
Oh, he's
Yeah, makes
playing
sense.
So I
Soul
start-
Cauldron in the main as well.
Again?
I haven't seen that either.
oh, I think that makes sense given the activated abilities of the.
I'm not
the
sure how
maps.
this matchup is. Maybe just
Yeah,
shout across,
no,
we'll put it in the chat,
it's
or the chat
it's
will
an
put it in.
interesting
I'm basically
interesting
playing
little
it for the
addition
first-
for
it's
sure.
my 4th time
I
playing
don't think
it.
there's other targets though.
I used to play Eldrazi in 2017.
I don't think
but that's
Anton is getting
a way
too
different
cute
deck
with
than
it.
this is. So
Right.
But
Oh, it does target Nadu.
that was a way different deck.
Right.
yeah, sure.
So that's a thing. It's technically a combo with Nadu and having a creature in the graveyard.
Yeah, I mean,
No, you can see
in
all
some
that
cases,
on
it
the
turns
board.
Nadu into its own encore, so
Can I be
that's a
happy?
thing.
Oh wow, that's just gross.
That's a little bit disgusting, maybe. But like, this is not the matchup for that. Like,
Yeah, if you do it
a
yourself,
main
it's-
deck graveyard hate piece like that is very useful in a scam meta, but
Right. Oh, I'm seeing a message in Twitch saying I think he
don't
plays
think
all
it's
8. So yeah, probably all 8 nomads.
Oh yeah.
I'll do the
Lands.
same.
We got
This is
lands
not
and spells.
playable
We got lands and spells.
not
maybe.
versus
This is tough.
fucking
Oh, it's so
this.
tough drawing the Dread Return. I think that's gonna have to be a mull
don't
from
think-
the.
how many you do have to
anyway.
brainstorm?
Yeah, but I mean he's going
Yeah,
second now. Like turn 1 chalice.
Yeah,
it
no.
absolutely.
Can you hear the shoutcasters, Marvin?
Sorry?
Can you hear the shoutcasters?
Yeah, I have them in my ear.
And so the people on stream can't hear us? or-
Yeah, they can, but you're a bit lower than.
Yeah, so when the shoutcasters talk, they talk over us.
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, okay. Cool.
We're hella drowning out the actual players.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, what I was gonna say,
This is interesting, but think
I saw Mark
Yeah.
take out 2 of
I don't like it when
the
you
Sowing
say
Myco spawn,
interesting.
which is
it's different kind of
probably the Eldrazi that has me most excited / concerned for Legacy. It's too early to tell either way, but it's a card that I have seen do some very, let's say, interesting things, and by interesting I mean absolutely messed up.
I mean, it does. It looks like it says 6 mana basically. Exile target land and search for a land and put it into play.
We're like
Yeah,
flashing
so-
cards at the camera.
If you don't kick it, it still finds you a land. If you do kick it,
We'll do it again.
Oh right. If you do
yeah.
kick it, you do get to exile a thing.
Yeah.
We got a chalice on 1. I saw also the
My turn?
what's that? Bone, disruptor flute. I was gonna say
Oh, yeah,
bone.
the-
but that's a
the-
different one.
the Disruptor Flute, yeah.
Your turn.
Another Modern Mines History card that's...
So now, what do you think? What do you think he's gonna name with disruptor flute? I see multiple now.
I think he
He's got
drew all
3.
3 of them.
He
Yeah,
drew
he's-
all 3. Exciting.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. I think
you just name every card that matters in the deck.
And then,
Shuko, Cephalid,
what's it
Breakfast,
called?
or Cephalid,
Cephalid Illusion
Illusionist,
or
and,
something like that? Cephalid.
I think you're allowed to ask that.
Yeah. So it's the blue card
So,
that costs
a
one
very-
blue and 1 colors and has
A very
weird,
important thing to remember here
tentacle
is when
monkey
somebody
on,
plays a
it.
Disruptor Flute,
And then you-
crack
you
your
target
fetches.
it and it,
Yes.
yeah, that.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to what he's gonna name on this one.
Yeah, but just make sure because the thing that makes it tick is a triggered ability and not an activated
true,
ability.
but-
So it's only gonna cost me 3 more to play it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As long as you know this.
I know
I'm
this.
happy.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't
sounds
know
like he is going for the
I do not have a land.
Illusionist,
I'm just saying.
which
Yeah?
It does have an activated ability.
is,
Yes,
is not the
true.
worst actually.
You are
having
very
it
right,
cost 5
but it
mana
doesn't
is,
have a-
is, definitely gonna slow Anton down at least.
I'm worried that the not naming a core like enables that core to still go off because it's basically this is a pithing needle in addition to taxing a card cost.
True, but I think it's fine because he's holding the other 2, and now at least he can.
True,
maybe
he can get them to play out. He can get Anto to play out the nomads and then do the other bone flute naming, disruptor flute naming the actual one in play.
Please.
Yeah.
Please be fucked.
I hear the please be fucked with the Lavinia.
Creature spells with
It's
convert.
Lavinia comes down after Mark misses his second land drop.
Ooh,
No
big
mana was
oof,
spent.
actually.
Okay, so now if I want to cast something from 2, I need 2 lands. Okay, clear.
Yeah, so now he can't even play his other
I-
disruptor flutes.
This is
Right.
big fuck you.
Land.
cool.
Oh, the
He
top
just
deck.
draws the land.
Yeah, well, you're fucking my fucking thingy.
You're fucking my thingy.
Stop fucking me.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that
can
doesn't know what
cast
card is.
non-creature spells.
Yes.
So creature spells I can cast.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, you can.
unaffected.
Well, then I'm gonna do
You
that.
can still play a Thought Seer here.
No,
That
don't do
still works just fine.
Yeah.
2 and 2. I'm not sure if this is good against me because most of my cards are creatures. But I'm gonna cast
Or
this guy. He's
a
2/2.
glaring Flesh Raker.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell,
Another
or
new
when,
card.
yeah, go ahead. Reading the card explains it. So.
Reading cards.
So for the people at home, real fast, whenever you cast something that's colorless, you get an Eldrazi
If you're
spawn,
reading it, then I don't
and
have to
whenever
explain it, right?
a colorless creature enters, you
go.
deal 1 damage to each opponent.
Oh god.
So, and that includes the Eldrazi spawn that it makes,
Okay.
by the way.
Ooh, right. So you can just cast another one of the Disruptor Flutes. Get an Eldrazi, ping opponent. Only an
I don't
opponent.
think it
That's not any
spawns on
target,
itself,
but
right? Whenever
that will
it's
push the
when
damage.
he's in play, whenever you
It
cast.
is
So it doesn't-
essentially a...
I'm just checking with everybody.
what's it called?
Glaring
A-
flash breaker.
Oh, you have spawns?
It doesn't see itself now.
No, exactly.
Impact Tremors. It is an Impact Tremor
I'll counter that.
for colorless decks.
It's a chalice of the
right.
fuck
Ooh, he played that.
So it's in the graveyard
missed the chalice. Oh, it's the correction. It's in the graveyard now. I think he's got maybe.
You can take it back to your hand if
he
you want
cited out
to,
the
but
Soul
it's
Cauldron.
I don't want.
He cited out the
I'm
Soul
not trying to be a jerk.
True, true.
And then it's you.
I guess
So-
he'll probably like maybe take that back, but he wanted to commit
I
to it. So ooh, we pulled an
But-
Ivugin.
What's also really interesting is that as fast as the first game was from both players, they've
And then I'll
kind of
cast
just pumped the brakes
card,
this game.
and
They've
trigger
just
goes on
gone
the stack.
completely,
Right.
One of these spawn tokens.
completely back.
And then his second ability
Yeah.
will go off whenever
Oh.
another colorless creature enters the battlefield. I'll ping you for
Yep.
1.
Ping him for 1, all right.
And then this comes into play, and I'll ping
Now
you.
it comes
for
into
1.
play, and it's another one. He's gonna have another ping, and now
slowly.
there's like 2 copies, so that's gonna get ludicrous very quickly.
This is gonna start stacking damage real fast.
Right.
And
He neglects to attack because he doesn't think that
True.
the Fleshraker is
So
worth
you
trading to a
cycle
Lavinia.
this for
Interesting.
wizards. Wait.
Well,
what?
I mean, at this point,
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
just
can
put
s-
a wizard in
I
my hand.
wouldn't
Okay, so you can
mind
cycle it
just
for a
jumping with
wizard.
Lavinia because he has
it's also
Mark
a
has a bunch of
wizard.
lands now.
Yeah,
That one.
that's
shit.
for Lavinia
Only-
doesn't have too much value.
But
The
it does
only
have a
exception
wizard.
You gotta
is
reveal it though, right?
Yeah.
the Castle Alexis command,
That part. I
which, like, that's one card out of an entire deck, assuming Mark even still has it, which like,
Right.
we know he hasn't boarded out, but
I'm
Anton
still gonna
doesn't
get this
necessarily know that. So
Right.
It will cost 3 extra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think there's a bit of mind
So I
games
wasn't-
you
I wasn't
could do
incorrect
here,
with
but
the tentacle octopus monkey.
Dude, your
dude.
description is horrible.
I thought it was cool.
Tentacle octopus monsters getting put in hand that just happen to be wizards. 3 mana for a not 2.
And it's your turn.
but we don't have yeah, we don't have a way to trigger it yet, so it's there. I think it's at least
And
semi-safe
in the end
because
step, I'll pay 2,
I mean you could dismember it.
and I'll like to play a disruptor flute.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm
And
gonna
step.
call
Friggin'
the 1 white, 1 colorless dude guy that you cast last round that can redirect the damage
Yeah,
for
he's leaving
0
it
damage.
two
This is
mana,
how it
no
works.
mana.
Alright. Let's call him
Yeah,
Shaman
just-
and Core.
Making
Yeah, is that
sure
the
it's,
correct
it's
name?
that's
Okay.
just a little
So
bit
this is
later. It looks
Shaman
like
and
Anton
Core.
is now kind
Alright.
of stumbling on
You're right.
land,
That'll
so
cost 3 mana,
Yep.
and his abilities
both the
can be
combo
activated
pieces
unless
that
it's
can
mana.
come in here
Okay.
are
now
5
out of
mana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of his reach.
The flash is annoying though.
Yeah, it kind of helps, but I want. Yeah, I didn't expect that one. Gonna draw.
So Anton is definitely not out of this yet, but if Mark can find some way to start pressuring, then that can get very
Oh.
dangerous very fast.
I didn't even notice that they did flash that in. The disruptor
Let me
flute
just
came in
check
end
for
of
a
turn. That
moment,
has
but I
flash.
don't think
That's
the
crazy.
Eldrazi Stompy can
Oh,
create
also they cast a
color.
colorless spell, so that should be 2 spawns and 2 damage.
Ooh, that's rather
This is
important.
this,
Missing
Yeah,
trigger.
they can't create color.
Yeah,
by
we're
now,
missing
but
triggers.
Sorry, we'll clean it all up by
specifically
the event.
that sucks.
Like that's the whole point of the Flash Raker, right?
Hello.
That's getting
Hey, Ruben.
Hey.
No, cannot really do anything. This is what I meant with interesting. I had kind of a lot of disruption, but not a lot of creatures.
right, and that's what caused this game to go slower, is because each of them drew disruption for each other's decks, but not
Yeah.
necessarily a game plan of their own. Ooh, looks like we drew that 5 mana nomad.
Like right on time, Nomad. No,
Right.
it's not Nomad. What's it called? It's Shaman. Right on
Shaman.
time, Shaman.
Shaman and Core, yep.
Like, I think Alton really would like an answer for this this here chalice.
Alright,
Good, for
I'll go.
sure.
3, yeah?
Yep. And then it's...
And again, the bird beats are real.
Draw for turn.
Ooh, interesting. He didn't play the third.
Play a secluded courtyard. And I'll like
Might be
choose
because
Eldrazi,
he's not wanting
and I
to
can
tap the
create
ancient
mana
for
of the
to lose
type
more
you
life. He's already at
cost.
9. He's gonna take
So
3
I'll do
more
that
per
for
turn.
1 red.
True, and has
Cost
flash
an
anyway.
Eldrazi
So.
Linebreaker. And goes trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's 2
Okay, so we
spawns,
are
it's
remembering
-2,
the triggers
but
this
it's actually
time.
-4
Yep.
because it will go 1-2 on this, 1-2 on that. So it's -4. Ping.
Oh wow! Each one of them is now
And
going to
this
enter and
dude's
trigger
coming
each
into
one
battle
of
and
them.
it'll be
4
another
and now
turn
6.
-2.
Yeah,
Big move. Wow.
yeah, this gets out of hand real
And
fast.
That's been already at 11. These things don't even need to attack. I agree.
And again, he should be
And
at
I'll
7
go to combat
actually.
with this guy. I'll give it +X+0
These-
and
these-
trample. Does it get trample?
These
Oh, this
flesh
guy
breakers
itself
are
has
insane,
trample.
and now this
So they'll
linebreaker
get
comes
1,
in.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh
6
my.
plus
Yeah,
race plus
gives
so it's a
itself
9,
haste.
3 on attack.
Big ass trampler.
Plus
Yeah, I'm
X
gonna
plus
lose.
O, and it does have trample just built in.
It's down to 2.
Yeah, I
Damn.
probably should have just attacked with both of them. I should have done combat math. I didn't do combat math.
Yeah.
I wanted to do maximum value instead of doing math, and I should have done math.
My turn?
Yes, I should have done math.
There is
And
nothing that I
I
can roll
think-
that make me win.
I think this is
Yeah, it's yours.
Okay,
this
GG.
is game anyway. Yeah.
Yep. Didn't even need those mistriggers. That's
flutes
that's
were okay,
crazy
right?
how dumb that Eldrazi was. The what's it called? I'm gonna get better at these names. Not
The
Linebreaker. Fleshraker. Yes.
Yeah. Fleshbreaker is it's absurdly good.
Yeah.
It reminds me of one of those like limited spells where you would just like, oh, cast this, and then you just never attack again if you play like sealed, and those
I
things
played
just
this guy,
absolutely
didn't
take over the
happen.
game.
Then I played this other guy, and it went off on this
And-
one and this one.
What makes it
he
even
came
worse
into
is when you
play.
consider those
I didn't
spawns
miss
aren't
it. He
just
took 2 from this one.
O1s that sit there on the field. You can sack them to add 1 colorless
But
mana.
thanks for the chat for
You can cast
paying
more colorless
attention.
spells, or even better, you can
Thanks for
give
the help.
if you
Thanks
don't
for
want
the
your
If I did miss it, then good
Linebreaker
call.
to
But
essentially
I
die,
thought
you
I
can
did.
just send in the spawns. They just become, you know, 4/1s.
Yeah. It's
That's
the
only
card is
good, right?
incredible.
That means that they're having
Right.
fun.
And then, so you have the spawns that help you cast
No, it's
your
one way.
Eldrazi. You have your Eye of Ugin making everything cheaper. Your temples, and a card we haven't seen yet,
Yes.
which is the It That Heralds the End,
The other one. The little
which is also a Eye of Ugin-like effect, but it's on a creature.
Right, 2 mana, 2/2, colorless spells you cast with mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less. Other colorless creatures you control get +1/+1. Oh, so it's just a lord. Got it.
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy though.
like it's already a really cheap lord for
Right,
something like
first?
Eldrazi, but the fact that it
Give me a
also
second, I still
doesn't
Then I'll do it. So I'll be boarding these
like it also
out.
reduces costs. It just does so much.
We're taking chalices out because he's coming in. Boarding in the leylands. Got it. Okay, so the chalices stayed in as the disruption tool, and he didn't need to bring in the ley lines because he was trying to disrupt in other ways. But now that he's going second, ley lines need to be in because he doesn't have a way to interact with
Yeah.
Anton before he takes
You
the
guys
turn.
finished already.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because if you turn one into
going
a
for the
nomad,
2 hour mark?
then yeah, your challenge isn't going to do all the match. I mean, your challenge is still going to be good, I think, but it's
throw
definitely
shit
better
around
on the
here. play
play than it's on the draw.
Right.
Seeing if somebody
Arguably,
needs
it
to
may
play.
do nothing on the draw. So
I made a
you
big
have to
boo
have.
boo. What? I put the half of my deck upside down into my other half of my deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oopsie,
That's a
we
big
full on mash shuffled
Yeah.
a deck
I'm
upside down.
always
half
very
into the
proud
other
of
half.
myself when I do it.
Yeah, that's always also it feels bad.
Right, now I gotta go flip all these cards around.
But it doesn't seem that it's that bad. Maybe it's only a few cards. Maybe
Yeah,
it's only
because
my
I
sideboard
think
cards.
during
If that's
game
the
2
case,
I saw
that's-
something like
that's
that
not
as well,
really
but
fair, so let me just check.
now it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, and I think Anton, I saw him showing he
No,
was
but
taking
this is
out
not. I think that
prismatic
is.
endings.
Yeah, no,
He's got
that
3 prismatic
that's,
endings. So I'm not sure what he put in.
It's kind of marked.
Yeah, that's not
First to Plowshares.
That's
I
not
think
paying
it's First to
attention,
Plowshares,
but
yeah.
in my case, that's yeah, that's really not what I want to be doing.
Wow. So
Yeah.
with
We got the orange
And
chance.
took these out.
Step through and an island out.
Yeah, that's very close. Smack in the camera.
so he didn't take out any
Linebreaker really smashes.
the
Yeah,
prismatic
that one is
endings, right?
annoying.
Boom, bam,
It was
10
orange
damage. Wow.
Oh, was that it? Okay, it was the orange chance. Got it.
Yeah.
I like the name. Linebreaker.
So
You know
interesting,
Terry, the
interestingly,
office
both
linebacker?
players here sideboarding
Oh, you should watch that.
differently
Terry
on the
Tate,
play and on
office
the draw.
linebacker. Maybe somebody in chat knows about him.
Right. I think they properly recognize like the game
Terry
can just
Tate,
go so
office
fast.
linebacker. If
Makes
anybody
a
knows
huge
that guy.
difference on what kind of pieces are even viable. Again, Chalice on the draw is so much worse than Chalice on the play. So
I'm gonna
trust the players to know their decks at least better than I do.
Yeah, no,
I was
for
like,
sure,
ooh.
for sure.
I was like, oh man, he doesn't have the Leylands in. Is
He's
that
like
a
this
flub,
really,
or is
really
this
big
intentional?
rugby player, dude.
Oh, now I
Then
wonder
starts
if
tackling
game 3
office
is going to be
people who
another
need, like the
explosive
coffee
game.
machine or the coffee. They don't fill the coffee.
True. It depends on if the line
and
the
he
Leyland.
runs through the office and backs him down.
Get a working kit.
It was one of the great commercials
with the
of
Leyland, right?
the Super Bowl in I don't know.
Like that's what the
2006
step
or
throughs are for.
something. It was a big meme.
Or you go for a Nadu line. Or we drew the Dread Return again.
Oh, mega oof.
Terry
Honestly,
Tate,
it's not horrible because he does have 2 fetches and a brainstorm. So like he can put the Dread Return back. Is he playing around Chalice though? Is he? Yeah, I think I think he keeps this. To be honest, this is like turn 1 Ponder, turn 2 Brainstorm fetch, play
You're down to
Nomad.
6, right?
I'm down to 6.
Turn 1 Ponder or turn 1 Nomads? If you're worried
True,
about
actually,
Chalice,
I would totally. Well, if you're playing around Chalice, then you wouldn't keep this hand, right? Because Chalice on turn 1 would screw over the Brainstorm, putting
No.
the Dread back.
I think you would actually
Not
keep
happy
it
about it.
because it has a Besaichu in
We
it, right?
have we have from
So
the coverage team a live gif of the Eldrazi Linebreaker.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
This is the Linebreaker in action. This is the trample part.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you.
That's okay, I understand.
Yeah, Linebreaker, just a really good card.
I go this.
Sounds like it sounds like a football term. I'm sorry, American football. I guess I should say I'm the American.
Yeah. Rugby.
Rugby, yes, as you guys call it, rugby.
I mean, I'll at least give you this. Rugby is an awful name.
Should be
I have no idea what
can
rugby
of
is. So is
beer
cricket.
on
I
the
mean, I
table?
think cricket's a great sport, but I don't know why they call it cricket.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know either.
Okay, so we did. I think we did keep 7 on the breakfast side, and we've got a turn 1 Tundra.
Go to 6.
Uh,
to 7.
I think aggressively he's probably gonna play the Nomad. Yeah, okay, Nomad's coming out,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna
Sure,
pass.
it's yours.
Yeah, I think this hand is a fine keep, even if you're worried about Chalice, but you definitely go Nomads first.
Because he's already got the what's it called, the Besaichu in hand as well. So the Besaichu can deal with any potential chalice.
Discarding.
Yeah.
Diamond. Discard
that's-
card.
That is a Mox Diamond for sure, which is also a really interesting addition to these decks, because the fact that they're even playing enough lands to be able to afford Mox Diamond as an acceleration piece is wild.
Different era for sure than when
Yeah.
I used to play against Eldrazi Stompy. So he's holding up with 2 mana. Is Anton going to play around the flute coming out again? Because that could really disrupt some things. He made 2 mana for no reason technically. He didn't have to play the
I'm gonna
diamond.
show, and I'm gonna think for an hour.
Oh,
He's gonna think for a clear
Those are the
hour.
best
Got you.
moments.
We got a Cephalid, we got a brainstorm. Step through.
Yeah,
You got 70 minutes a bit left, so good luck with thinking.
because now if you play the Illusionist and he does have the flute, then it's an
I'm gonna
issue.
ponder.
Right. Oh, sorry, the
Yeah,
ponder, not
you
a step
do.
through. Yeah, if he plays the Illusionist, now he can just straight up respond and turn off the combo.
Which we have the Besaichu, so it would only work for a turn, right?
Right.
must be really bad if you shuffle it.
Then again, Mark isn't really presenting a clock anyway, so I think the ponder is fine. Just slow down a little. I think I see a Nadu in there as well.
Fetch the rest away.
I wasn't watching too much. I'll trust there is a Nadu in there.
I think there might have been a Nadu second from the top. No, he put it on top.
That's not the one I want.
I'm so stupid. Okay, never mind.
You can undo it.
No. I already did.
Yeah, but it's not like we're playing
I
for a
think
tournament or something.
It's fine. I need,
His
to,
stacks.
Metaphor habits.
I need to sit on the burns.
Okay.
But I made a stupid mistake.
Okay.
But
Player admitted to a stupid mistake. All
It's my
right.
turn.
It's possible he wanted the second illusionist
no.
to insulate himself from any kind of removal spell, because Kozilek's
I
command,
think I just have to
I
do
think
this.
is
I kept the mana
almost
open to do
online.
it, so I'll just do it. I'll pay 2
Or like a
and then
dismember.
-2 and then I'll kill your guy.
Right.
Yep.
I think I gotta do it. I kept it open in case you had the illusionist. Otherwise the mana goes to waste.
Yeah, because I think
I'm
now
not sure
he
if it's
just.
the right play, but it's what
I
I'm gonna
think
do
he can
anyway.
just refuse to crack the
You
Windswept
do you,
Heath.
buddy.
I'll cost this guy, you go.
What is this?
Things of 7 cost 1 less, and
There we have the
colorless
Herald.
get +1/+1. He's basically the dork, but he can be really good. Let's go ahead.
Give me a second. Alright, tapping.
Gonna untap. Probably go for that brainstorm. He's got to put that dread return.
I'm actually
in there
thinking if I
somehow.
can even make a colorless, but I can because this can make just a colorless.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being
And I'm gonna
brainstorm,
brainstorm.
put it back on top,
Yeah.
and then crack the fetch. I think that's gonna be the play here. Yeah, it also gets you the second illusionist.
Ooh, he drew a swords and a prismatic. He's probably putting the Boseiju on top.
Arrow is something, right?
That heralds the end.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point I wouldn't hate that. I think you want the removal spells more. You definitely
That's
want both the
He's 2
Cephalids.
prismatics. He has 2 prismatics. Maybe one of those prismatics. Well, does prismatic pay 1 mana to get anything that's colorless?
No. It checks the converted mana cost of what it
Okay,
targets.
so check the CMC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting back one of the prismatics
I
seems
am
good
gonna
because
fetch.
that's kind of expensive to pay 2 mana to remove things.
Yeah, and I mean,
Mark is more
one of them is fine because you can remove like the it that heralds the end. If you really want to, you could remove the Mox Diamond, but I think that's maybe a bit
That's a bit
overzealous.
cheeky. That's really.
Yeah.
I mean, he did miss a land drop, so
True, but I mean we're already killing the herald, right?
he gets swords to herald and still.
This guy.
Ja, dus die...
Okay,
Yes.
we've got the Cephalid out.
And now it's your turn.
Ja, dat was...
Okay, that also works. Sure.
Halfling, interfering.
Ja, ik had vorige beurt net zo woorden gehad.
We still.
Ooh, I see a dismember drawn, right on time.
Attack for 2.
I mean the prismatic ending also still works on the line breaker, so that's
Try to dismember
that's
this
not
guy
terrible.
too and pay 4.
Takes all turn off to do it. Okay, we got another dismember, so that's gonna be
Keep the mana open, but I don't think your deck plays.
I do
days.
place this.
You do?
My turn?
Go.
Oh,
You were on
also
the place, you
worth
would-
mentioning a bit of synergy is the herald turns the spawns into 1/2s.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's non-zero. Looks like we drew a nomad.
Alright, so the classic one.
Nomad, swords, Nadu,
Either go
Cephalid, and
this and this,
yeah,
today.
seems like a plan.
and then do that one.
Yep, and he's clean to do
And
that.
if we are going to do it like this, then we should play this one first.
Ja, ik zal het
Dude.
And
That's true.
Oh,
The
nice, yeah, okay.
Junkmaster
Yeah.
saying we missed a Cephalid trigger.
Good luck,
Could have got a free mill 3.
Yeah,
And
this
basically,
this
what
is
is
good
it,
sequencing
F5
here
or
because
F4
now
or
if Mark
something
has
like that?
another dismember, he needs to hit the illusionist, and we still
I'm
have the
gonna do
Nadu
this.
next turn.
1, 2, 3.
This deck can't fizzle, right? It's impossible to fizzle, right?
No.
So,
So,
Mark asking, can I
however,
still win?
would
Can this deck
return
fizzle?
ball therapy.
I mean, before that brainstorm, I would have said this
And
deck
then
can
main
fizzle,
close
but
return
now,
or
no,
surgical.
you have the
Right,
The
the dread
return's in there.
return.
In this case, I would call
He doesn't have
circle.
any, his hand isn't full of narcomoebas or anything.
There's the second
Yeah.
Narcomoeba.
And there's Like if you had to
You gotta
dismember,
do
you
it
would
in
have used
threes
it
because
already.
there is a way where you could keep two or three. Yeah.
So in this right now, I'll do this one back, and I'll call Cabal. I'll call Surgical Extraction.
Yeah. Goes
Alright, that-
Extraction from the hand.
No mana.
and
That is
no
a
dice.
fair name.
It wasn't a bad keep. I just needed one land and I would have been fine.
This one goes
I
back
just
down.
needed
Yeah.
one land. I just need one.
And then
I've heard it before.
then you're done.
To be fair, any soul land
So here's
here, I
the-
think
That's
would have
true.
put Mark in a really good
You don't
position.
have to play down.
Yeah, and I'll draw you. I'm looking at a deck list from MTG Top 8.
Yeah,
This
that was
deck
the
plays
land I
26 lands.
So the other way to play this one is to do
Yeah.
Absolutely
to do it like
crazy in
this.
my book.
Instead of having
I mean, you
this,
have to play 26 lands,
I
right?
think
If you're
is to
playing
play
Mox Diamond,
this one this
which,
turn,
Yeah, exactly.
and then in the next turn
and then you're also playing Mana
you play
Dorks.
it like
You're also
this.
playing
So you go
things that
with
make
this one in play. You go for this one.
make the
And if they
spawns,
can't
so you
counter,
have
they
so
can
much mana.
Destroy this one, but then they destroy this one with this
And
one.
despite
in
that,
play,
you can
then
still win on
do
turn
that
3.
one.
It's crazy.
Either way,
Right, no,
Yeah,
seriously.
but basically I made a mistake.
I think so.
I
too.
So,
should have
yeah,
kept it for
it-
your enabler.
Interesting
Not
matchup
for
for
the
sure.
target.
Like really fun
I
decks
guess
as well.
I played to not lose instead of playing to win, and I guess that was a mistake. But I think with another lander in 2 Coast Lex Command, I could have exiled this guy, removed the guy out of your graveyard. But were good matches. I don't
Yeah,
feel
no,
like it's unbeatable.
fun
for
match,
both sides.
for sure.
I actually think there's a
Right?
game on both sides.
Yeah, it feels
this is-
really insecure because the things that I need to take
It's,
out
it's
are
gonna
the
be an
orange
interesting
lands,
tournament
which
in,
usually give me safety
in a week.
and I go
Just
for it.
over a week.
Right.
So,
I put in
yeah,
my, my Lee lines this round, but I didn't.
Thank
get any.
you for at
I
least
think they
joining
would've
us for the
been
cast. They're still gonna play a couple
So I
rounds,
took out
but
the chalices
we'll
for the
be
Lee
with
lines
you in the
on
chat for
the
that.
draw.
Ooh.
So we'll see you guys
It's
in
beautiful
next
because,
week.
Seriously,
And
40%
stick
of the
around
deck
for
is 1-drops.
Like
Yeah,
2 or
really?
3 more
Is
rounds.
that much?
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
I think even on 2
It was
is
fun to
even better,
commentate.
right?
I'll see you guys in,
No,
at the tournament.